Continuation po ito sa body fluids. The same basic principles. Relation with internal organs. Now, we'll start from the spleen. It is the most important organ in relation to physiology and pathology of body fluids. It controls crucial direction of moving pure and impure fluids upwards and downwards, respectively, at all stages of body fluid production. So for this reason, spleen is always treated in any disorder of body fluids. Here, makikita natin na the spleen transforms and transports fluid, body fluids, and then the lungs diffuses body fluids, then kidneys transform and separate and excretes body fluids, and then the bladder excretes body fluids. Then the triple burner transforms and transports and excretes body fluids, and then the stomach is the origin of body fluids. Okay. Next is the lungs. Control diffusing of pure part of body fluids coming from spleen to space under skin. That is lungs diffusing function. Then it sends some of fluids down to kidney and bladder. That is called lungs descending function. Because of these two functions, lungs are said to regulate water passages. Next is kidneys. Vaporize some of fluids they receive and send them back up to the lungs to moisten lungs and prevent their getting too dry. Kidney yang is extremely important for transformation, separation, excretion, and of fluids. They provide the heat necessary for the spleen to transform body fluids. For this reason, a deficiency of kidney yang nearly always results in a deficiency of spleen yang with consequent accumulation of fluids. They assist the small intestine in its function of separation of body fluids into a pure and impure part. They provide qi to the bladder for its function of qi transformation. Then they assist the triple burner transformation and excretion of fluids. Next is the small intestine. It separates fluids it receives from stomach into clean part which goes to bladder for excretion as urine, and dirty part goes to the large intestine partly for reabsorption and partly for excretion. Small intestine function of separating fluids is controlled by kidney yang, which provides qi and heat necessary for this separation to take place. Okay. Now, so we have here an illustration on how small intestine fluids it receives from the stomach is separated. So small intestine fluids are composed of turbid and clear fluid. Now, the turbid fluids goes to the large intestine partly for reabsorption and partly for excretion in a form of stools. Ang clear fluids naman goes to the bladder for excretion as urine. Okay? Next is the bladder. It separates fluids it receives into pure and impure part. Excretes urine by power of qi transformation. Next is the triple burner. It assists transformation, transportation, excretion of fluids at all stages. In charge of irrigation, controls water passages. The middle burner assists stomach in its function of churning fluids, directing impure part downwards. For this reason, middle burner is compared with muddy pool, that is stomach function of rotting and ripening. Lower burner assists small intestine, bladder, kidney, and their functions of transforming, separating, excreting fluids. For this reason, lower burner is compared with drainage ditch. Next is the stomach. Stomach is a source of body fluids. Then, fluids first enter the stomach and from there are transformed and separated by spleen. Likes to be moist, in contrast to spleen, which likes dryness and is damaged by too much dampness. It easily suffers from excess dryness, and this can lead to stomachache deficiency. It is wet, slippery foods, rice or oat porridge, like rice or oat porridge, are beneficial to stomach. Excess of very dry foods, like foods roasted or broiled for a long time, may damage stomachache.